Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here and I am finally back with the OU Road to Top 10. If you guys missed any of the previous episodes, check out the playlist down below. The goal of this series is to hit top 10 on the ladder. Kind of got on tilt a bunch and then had to take a little break, and then meant to play last week, but then my puppy got spayed, so I've been kind of with her a lot more, so I didn't have as much time to record as I wanted to, but we're finally back. Shout out to John W for the team. He didn't pass it to me. I saw on one of his videos. You can check him out. I'll leave his link down below. And I just took it. I was like, oh, cool. This team looks nice. Nice and balancing. If you guys want the team itself, though, check out my website, PokeaimMD.com. And, of course, if you're new to the channel, we're on our way to 300,000 subscribers. Let's get it. So if you want to subscribe, if you actually enjoy the video at any given point, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, let's get right into team preview. Alright, so we're starting off today's team with Tyranitar, who is recently back in OU. Now we have a very much support Tyranitar here. This is our Volcarona check, our Necrozma check, our Togekiss check, our Alakazam check, our Kyurem check, our Specs Aegislash check. It's notice how I say check, our Rotom Heat check, but not counter, because all of those have potential to beat Tyranitar. But either way, Tyranitar is a nice little check to like a +1 Volcarona. The HP and Spadef lets us take that Bug Buzz. In the sand, of course, we have Thunder Wave as well, and Crippling Pokemon is really good for Combine Clefable, which we do have the team, or as well as letting Alakazam do some work too. The speed allows us to outspeed Hydreigon after it's been Thunder Wave. Rock Blast is just it's accurate, and it can break like sub Volcarona too. I believe the 60 HP with 248 defense and 148 special defense allows us to take that rash nature toxicity that's running around and lets us take a Boom Burst into a Drain Punch from Life Orb Rash. That's like it's like 144 attack investment or something like that, or 216 attack investment or something like that. Obviously not after it shift gears, but I know it lets us take that with Leftovers Recovery. And of course we do have the Crunch, just a nice spammable move, especially if you Thunder Wave something. I mean, if you slow down Clefable, man, you get some defense drops on it, you can Rock Blast, beat it 1v1. So of course with the sand we do have Excadrill. We are running Sand Rush Excadrill, which benefits from it getting double its speed in the sand. We're running Earthquake, Iron Head, and Rabbit Spin. We do have Leftovers with Longevity. Leftovers is great because not only does it allow you to switch into hazards like multiple times since you get the passive recovery, but it also lets you Rapid Spin versus Rocky Helmet users without taking Life Orb as well. I actually don't like Life Orb Excadrill at all right now, and I think Heavy Duty Boots is also pretty as well. Now we don't have Swords Dance, we actually have Toxic on it, which is cool for Mandibuzz, because I mean even at +2, unless we get a flinch on Mandibuzz, we wouldn't knock it out. So Toxic is nice for wearing down Mandibuzz, which is good for Alakazam. Toxic is also cool for Tangrowth, as well as other bulky grass types in the tier. But also I like it as well for Mantine, though Mantine isn't that common. It can also be with Haze a pretty big threat to this team, so I like it because it allows Combine Clef to beat it 1v1, and this gives us some speed control on the team. Speaking of Combine Clef, we do have Combine Clef. Now we're not using Thunder on this one, we're actually using Flamethrower, which is nice because Scizor can be annoying, but also Excadrill can be annoying. And the thing with and that's also another reason why we do have Leftovers, because it lets us repeatedly switch into Combine Clefable that don't run a fire move. But Moonblast, Combine, Flamethrower, and Soft Boil, this thing really benefits from the para support from Tyranitar as well. I mean, what Clef does, it checks our Shifu, it sets up, it does everything in OU. That's why it's S rank, right? It does everything, but with Flamethrower and Life Orb, it lets us beat things like Aegislash as well as Excadrill, and on top of like Skarmory, Magnezone, all the steel types on top of that too. You do miss out when you're using Thunder without using Thunder all on Toxapex, and Toxapex is actually a little bit annoying for this team. I'm pretty sure there's a flowcharty way of beating it, involving Thunder Waving it, knocking it off, or burning it, and then kind of just pivoting with your Regenerator Mons, because that's what this generation is about. Speaking of Regenerator Mons and Toxapex, we have ours right here. We have some speed. Could be nice for like a Hazing Hatterene or something like that, speeding other Pexes too. Physically defensive, helps take a hit from her Shifu, can live a Drill's Earthquake, Bandicron's Knockoff, etc., things like that. I mean, it's Toxapex. Spadef also helps with Dragapult. Special Pult can be a threat. Obviously, Tyranitar is a nice little check to that too, but when Tyranitar gets Will-O-Wisp, and those U-turns start racking up, they start to do some damage. This is also a Volcarona check for the team as well on top of Tyranitar. And, we live Plasma Fist from Zero, of course. And knocking off Rocky Helmets and Leftovers and Heavy Duty Boots, probably that the most when it comes to OU. We are going to be allowing Excadrill a cleaner time at doing what it wants to do, potentially sweep. Haze for setup, and then, recover for passive recovery. I said a lot, but, I feel like a lot of people know what OU's like right now, and that's why a lot of people don't actually like OU too much. Then we have Rocky Helmet Tangrowth. This is a Rillaboom check, because that mon is a monster with knockoff, Giga Drain, and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb specifically for Rillaboom. Obviously, can help with opposing Tangrowth as well. We do have Stun Sport too, and this is again to help out Clefable, help out Excadrill. Specifically Clefable, I think a lot of mons, like I said, if you paralyze them, it just goes a long way for Calm Mind Clef. It really does. But it also doesn't let, like, Hydreigon come in for free or Como come in for free on Tangrowth. Specifically Hydreigon, though, or even Kyurem. Because Specs Kyurem, it's a broken Pokemon, I feel. And I think that's something that a lot of people have been sleeping on. Unless you're running Blissey, and even then, like, Focus Blast can 2 KO with Specs. So I just think it had a lot harder of a time getting in before. But now that Magearna's gone, and I feel like there's just certain builds, specifically like this type of balanced build we're using, that Kyurem just goes in. So being able to paralyze it at least lets us beat it with Clefable 1v1 after Calm Minding and Soft Boiling. And, the thing is, Tyranitar can come in on Ice Beam and Freeze Dry, but once they click Focus Blast, which they always do, Tyranitar drops. This Specs Focus Blast from Kyurem. But Tangrowth being an extra check as well, a Rillaboom check, Nazu check, things like that. Knockoff obviously supports the team. Last but not least, we have Focus Sash Alakazam. Now, Focus Sash Alakazam is just our anti-offense check. It's cool for opposing setup. And Toxtricity, Crawdon, Togekiss team that is setting around. If Toxtricity gets out of hand, like specifically versus this team, it's actually pretty good. Alakazam can always live a hit with its Focus Sash, knock it out. Obviously, with the Magic Guard, doesn't care about Hazard, Sand, and all that, knock it out with Psychic. This is also really cool for beating opposing Pex, because opposing Pex, like I said, can be a problem. And again, the way of beating opposing Pex, I feel like is kind of flowcharty too. I think that what you do is you knock them off, and then you burn them with your Scald from your own Tox Specs. The reason you burn them is because now your Alakazam can switch into multiple knockoffs. Even though it does lose its Sash, it can still recover in front of them, and knockoff is weaker. But we do have Nasty Plot as well, giving it, pseudo sweeping. Obviously, paralyzing everything from the opponent's team can help Alakazam hit its moves. And what I mean by that is you have more opportunities to click Focus Blast and hopefully connect them if your opponent can't move. But that is the team for today's episode. Let's get right into the battle. All right, so first game back, and we got some HO. So looks like Sash lead Excadrill, Aurora Veil, Ninetales. This could be Safeguard Volcarona, so Tyranitar is going to be very important for that, as well as stopping Ninetales from getting up the Veil. Kind of wish I had T-Spike in this game. Azu gets checked by a Sash Alakazam, but I have to be very careful because if they get up Veil ever, I lose. So I want to be extremely careful about that. Haxorus is a threat. Excadrill kills everything at +2. Well, with +2 speed, rather. But still got to be worried about this Pokemon, too. So I want to be very careful around Volcarona, around Azumarill, and things like that. So in terms of how I want to lead, that gives me a solid matchup starting it off. The two Mons are my defensive variants. Obviously, Toxapex or Tangrowth. Toxapex can potentially Scald Burn Excadrill and doesn't really care about much leads. Tangrowth can Giga Drain into Stun Spore on basically anything. So I'm actually leaning more towards Tangrowth because I think it has a better purpose in this game. I think it's a little bit stronger overall. And we'll Stun Spore here. They could have Toxic. If they opt to go for that, I don't really care. Stun Spore would hit basically everything. And we'll just go right for the... that doesn't matter to me at all. We'll go right for the knockoff. Basically getting rid of this Mon here. As a Steel Beam, which does nothing to knock me out. So, Haxorus again is a giant threat. Volcarona decides to come hard out. I do have a Tyranitar, which is special defensive specifically for this Pokemon. As you can see, we take absolutely nothing from that. And we're going to Thunder Wave here on potentially your Shifu or whatever wants to come out. Now, I want to be very careful around Volcarona. They made a very good play going right for the Bug Buzz initially. Because obviously after that it becomes a giant threat too. If I go Clef, they might set up. If I go Tangrowth, at least I could Stun Spore. So I like Tangrowth a little bit better. As they end up going Azu, so they can't even Belly Drum in my face. We're going to throw off a Sludge Bomb because it hits Volcarona for a little bit of damage. Potentially poisoning it as well. And every turn of Sand, and that's such a great poison turn, but every turn of Sand as well was really strong there too. And we can bring out Pex on the Volk if it wants to set up. I doubt it has... I really doubt it has Roost considering it was Bug Buzz, and Scald into Poison will definitely knock it out. So Urshifu's paralyzed. Haxorus is still a threat. I'm going to Haze spam. That way they're forced to knock me out. I don't need Toxapex anymore. They're going to be, like I said, they're going to be forced to knock me out here. I want to keep Alakazam at bay. Their speed does not matter at all. Clefable gets a kill when it comes out too. So I just click this until they knock me out. Bro, you better knock me out, man. I'm going Clef, and I don't care. I will always Haze spam. I don't care. I don't need Toxapex to win. I don't. Because Clefable is Life Orb Moonblast, so it should knock you out anyway. Can you stop getting 3? Okay, thank you. I'm about to say, can you get a hit? That will actually be good. So we go for Moonblast here. I'm assuming we tank whatever attack they go for. They try and go Azu after and belly drum up on me. Because I'm Life Orb, I'm actually good. I'm actually very happy that they went on to that mon themselves. As they go Azu, like I said, because I am Life Orb, it makes a big difference in tanking this hit. And yeah, all I got to do is sack my Tangrowth here. As they go for Play Rough and unfortunately miss. I don't know if that matters too much. But I sack my Tangrowth here. I go out into my Sash Alakazam. I click Psychic. And I kept this thing in the back for specifically Azumarill. They end up going Ninetales. I think Tyranitar is still a good mid-ground no matter what. And then I want to say going Excadrill is always the play. Because it doesn't let them set up for free and it basically gives me a kill. Worst case, they could have went for Hypnosis there. But at least I had, what's it called, in the back to deal with them. There's Earthquake. I still have another turn of Sand. They go for Swords Dance, like I said. Good game, dude. So nice. So we're able to get back our first win. I don't know if that was the cleanest way I could have played that. I do think that getting the Sludge Bomb Poison on Volcarona was very big. Early on, that's why I went for Sludge Bomb over like Giga Drain, because it could poison that, it could poison Haxorus, it could poison not Urshifu. I think Urshifu was paralyzed at that point, but it could basically poison anything, and that helped me out, and then let me go Toxapex and 1v1 them. Can I show you guys something? So Ladder was recently overran with OLT, but OLT finished. So these are games going on the 1500. Now, granted, people could just be having their games being hidden, right, by clicking don't allow spectators. Fine, but isn't it insane? And honestly, it's not even insane. There's no games going on that are public, at least in the 1700s and the 1900s, and there's one in the 1500s. So, I mean, I think it's just a state of Sword and Shield OU. I do truly believe that this metagame is going to get a lot better as the DLC comes out, but I think that right now, currently, we need some sort of ban or something. So this is a very scary team. This dude is 1965, whereas I'm 1800. It means they know what they're doing. Yeah, I'm going to get very overwhelmed here, huh? Tyranitar helps me deal with Volcarona. Excadrill checks this. Tangrowth hopefully checks Rillaboom. Urshifu is a threat and sets up as well on me. So is Bisharp as well. Man, this guy got like everything. I guess it could be Rocks Bisharp as well. If I lead Pex, it gives them set up for this. So like, I think Zam's gonna have to check some type of sweeper at the end, whether it be Urshifu with Focus Blast or Bisharp with Focus Blast, and then something like that, because this dude always gets up. He always gets up his stuff versus me. I like Pex as a lead because I can knock off his. What the hell? Does this thing have Trick? Oh, okay, it's just anti-lead, like that. So I get rid of his Reflect, which is really nice, and then I can just start spamming Scalds, which are going to be super strong in this game. What I want to do is make the Excadrill play. What are you going for? Spirit Break? Okay, whatever. And we're going to throw off a Toxic. Toxic hits Rillaboom, which is a giant threat. Volcarona hopefully checked by Tyranitar as well. Please land, please to land, and they're acrobatics as well. So they're way bigger of a threat than I originally said too. I think Toxapex is the play here actually, instead of going out initially into Tangrowth, because I can Haze and live their hit. Yep, get to haze, and because of their own terrain and stuff, I'm good. So I'm gonna make the Tyranitar play because it deals with Toxtricity initially coming in. No, it's a bad mid ground. Is it though? I'm actually gonna make the I'm gonna make the Alakazam just raw Alakazam play, anticipating Toxtricity to want to come out. And I'm not gonna predict here. I'm just gonna click Psychic. I just want to be very careful because I think I'll be good versus Rillaboom now. Yeah, I think I'll be good versus Rillaboom. And this thing being able to haze. I'm just very worried about Toxtricity being a giant threat to me because it can smack me. And I don't want to lose to Bisharp because I don't have a way of hitting it with my Tangrowth. I might have to Stun Spore it. Okay, I mean, the good thing is that this thing can... fake out. This thing can keep clicking Scald, which is really nice. And if I burn Toxtricity, then I beat it with Drill and stuff. I'm gonna keep clicking Scald. Huh? Well, Volcarona came out on my Toxapex. That is very defensive, Volcarona. We'll make the Tyranitar play. There's very little drawback, I would say, here. Oh, especially because it gives me... Is Stealth Rock even the play? Is Stealth Rock even smart now? I guess the chip on Bisharp and things like that is necessary. I like Thunder Wave a little bit better, as they end up going hard Toxtricity, which is not what I wanted. So Rocks would have been the play there instead, or just like raw Rock Blasting. But Tyranitar can still live a hit. That's probably their best bet of hitting me. I'm gonna make the extra play. If they raw Drain Punch, like if they set up like this, it's better for me. But if had they Drain Punched initially, I'm playing very aggressive versus them. But I'm trying to position myself in a spot where I don't just straight up lose, you know? Rillaboom comes out. I'm just gonna Iron Head it. I mean, they're gonna double, right? Yeah, exactly. So I get some damage off on Toxtricity, which is nice. They expected me to go out into my Toxapex there. We're gonna Earthquake one more time, as they end up giving me Toxtricity, which is amazing because this mon, I feel like that's like something that happened before. This mon is a mon that threatened me before. I'll make the Tyranitar play. Even though they are in terrain, they won't be able to knock me out with Giga Drain, and if I land Rock Blast, they're dead. So we're in such a good position versus my opponent right now. It's all gonna not matter once I miss my what's it called? Once I miss my Rock Blast or my T-Wave. But we get rid of the two of the bigger threats, I would say. And this is where Bisharp comes out and says, hey man, let me kill your team. So I'm gonna attempt a Thunder Wave here. Let's see if they're Lumberry versus Black Glasses. We do land, which is awesome. I'm trying to think what's the best play, because Tangrowth is gonna be able to deal with everything here. Alright, just gonna get some damage off to them just so I can knock them out with Flamethrower as they get paralyzed. Cool. Flamethrower from Clefable, that is. Because I am Life Orb, so all that damage matters. They knock me out with Iron Head. I go Clef. I click Flame. Clef beats basically every mon they have left as well. So I was just trying to position myself in this game in a point to a place where I wouldn't lose to Toxtricity, and I made the aggressive play into Excadrill. Them giving me Toxtricity that turn was great, followed by Volcarona. I feel like that was a little bit of a panic play almost. I just thought that if I played this game patiently, I would lose, right? Or like if I played it safely, I would lose. Like I'd safely lose because Alakazam is Focus Sash and it's supposed to be good for anti-offense. Their Grimmsnarl not having Thunder Wave or Taunt was really nice too, because I don't gotta worry about that. But the what's it called? I don't know. It's just it was tough for me because like that Toxtricity was more likely Shift Gear, Drain Punch, Overdrive, and Boom Burst. The Volcarona, obviously Giga Drain. I'm assuming Psychic and Fiery Dance. Bisharp was Life Orb, Rillaboom. I went Toxapex because I had the. I'm trying to explain like why I made the plays I did. Not to say, oh man, Joey made stupid plays and got lucky, because realistically, there were high risk, high reward plays. Not to say they're stupid, but I didn't see a way of me safely winning this game. I think that if Toxtricity got out of hand, it would break through my mons. Alakazam is Focus Sash, so I was hoping to have that as a late game check for any of his setup, because obviously I'll live Sucker Punch from Urshifu and Bisharp, but then I have a 70% chance to hit the Focus Blast, and then I'll obviously live every hit from Toxtricity too, had I let it get out of hand. And I thought that because I have Alakazam, which is guaranteed fast from Toxtricity no matter what, they would always try and go for Shift Gear, but it was still very, very risky, and it ended up working out for me, thankfully. So I'm happy with how I played in that game. We'll see if we can keep it up, though, in the next few games as well. Like 2 hours later. Alright, guys, I'm 1,500. But, yeah. Oh, God. I already know I'm going to get beat down, bro. When I see LOL Machine and I see a bunch of UU Pokemon and Age Slash, specifically Age Slash, like, screw these other... I mean, Zarude beats me down, too. But, Age Slash specifically destroys me. So Toxapex seemingly beats their entire team. And I want to lead off with it because Age Slash will 6-0 me. They have so many points too. Yo, can I have your team after? If you say no, I'm gonna make sure you what am I, 1837? Nice, 1827. I'm gonna make sure you, what am I trying to say here? That you show off every set. Oh, first names. Much love. Have fun. Anyway, I'm assuming everything here is like Swords Dance. So this is going to be set up. Extra Girl is going to be very key here, as you can see, it outspeeds everything. This Zarude is going to be a damn problem. Toxapex as a lead lets me click knockoff versus the biggest threat to my team, in my opinion, which is this Aegis Slash. They have blocked me. Oh my god. Oh wait, I have Haze. What am I saying? Nice. Oh god. That is a sick set, dude. That is sick. So my Mon that beats every Mon on their team no longer does just that, unfortunately. This could still be useful, so I don't want to make the Earthquake play. I almost want to click Toxicure on the Zarude coming in. I'm going to do it. Because I'm in a position now where I will lose. And I'm assuming what they do is they do turn. They can't knock off, but they don't have that. So I'm going to go for Earthquake here. Because if they get in Aegis Slash and I go Tangrowth, I lose the game. So I had to make that play because of their set. Oh, and this is where it gets feisty. We'll go hard, Zam. On the snipe shot. And click Psychic if possible. I couldn't let them set up, basically. Is why I made the play I did. And I'm going to make the Tyranitar play here just to get Sand going for my end game. As they crit me, which is really big, man. So I think this might be Choice Band, which is the only way it would knock me out with a crit. But that's really big because now this Mon isn't as scary as it could be. We're going to Iron Head once. Oh, are they Extra Belt? They were Extra Belt. Or they're Shuka. Yeah, that crit really sucked. I just needed that Mon alive for a little bit so I can have my Sand up at least. It's leftovers on Zarude. Ice Beam is going to smack me. Darkest Lariat. If they throw this away, Tangrowth comes out. I can try and spin on Silvally. I think it's a wrap though. Yeah, that crit really hurts. I only went that Mon to basically get that in my end game. I think Tangrowth can still win, so I'm gonna sack you. Because I worst I have to go off an Alakazam Speed Tie, right? If they Ice Beam, I don't think Drew can win. Tangrowth can at least beat these two via Rocky Helmet and potentially Silvally. Clefable is strong with its Moonblast. They opt to go for Pump there. I'm gonna Stun Spore as Jirachi comes out. Nice. And I get a Giga Drain off too as they go Silvally ground. Now, I'm gonna Stun Spore this too, as I don't know it's set. And we're gonna attempt to get in Clef here and go for Calm Mind because I do have the Flamethrower, which will knock out Jirachi at the range it's at. Well, Moonblast here, this is boosted. Jirachi comes out. It's paralyzed. This is Life Orb +1, and it stays paralyzed. Oh, the para is helping me out, bros. The para right there is helping me out, man. +1. Again, if I had Tyranitar, I'd at least have an Excadrill to give me some speed for this month. So, I'm not that sorry. Inteleon. +1 Life Orb. They're definitely choice specs. Hydro Pump. Does not do much, so I'm just going to soft blow it until they miss. Snipe Shot can crit though. Oh god, that is 50% chance. That is a 50% chance to lose the... Oh, never mind. Wait, what? This kills? Oh, I didn't give it special attack raise. Oh, that was a roll, dirty roll. That was a dirty roll. My own miscalc might have lost me that game. GG. GG. The pair was big. But I mean, so was the... That was probably extra belt. No, he lost. He left. Please try and DM me. Hit me up if you want to cord today. Got time. Thank you, Blender. Nice. Alright, so... Cool. My points are not updating, but it says I'm at 1827 right now. See if we can get another one. I'll take it. I'm... Damn. I miscalced there. All I had to do was click Moonblast. And then hope to get this roll. I guess if I didn't get that roll, they'd be in... No, they wouldn't be in Torrent. They most likely weren't in Torrent. No, if I didn't get that roll, it would probably come down to a speed tie between Inteleon, because they'd go Mienshao on Tangrowth. Oh, I got this dude again. Have fun. Again. So, a few things. How was my rank? 1842. I got tired of seeing my losses, I'm gonna be honest. I reset. 1842, not bad. Alright, so Sash Zam again can help me deal with a few things. Haxorus is a giant threat, it's a damn demon. Yeah, Haxorus is a threat. I like Clef early because if I'm them, I might even try and switch up exactly how I lead, but I was thinking maybe this mon. So I might have tried to switch up how I led if I was them. So we're gonna make the Tyranitar play here now, and we get Sand Up, which is really cool because again I can just get in Tangrowth and hopefully not care as much. Sludge Bomb first. They would have to... I'm going to make the Excadrill play. If they close combat, great play. Yes. Aggro plays working out. Let's go! So that was the biggest threat, I think, offensively besides Azumarill. So now this means I can still save my Mon for Azumarill in the back. I didn't think they closed combat. I thought Poison Jab or Scale Shot would make sense there. And this is why I got up my Sand, as you guys can see, because it gives me Excadrill as a revenge killer for a lot of what they have. They might double out into Urshifu as they go Azu. A Thunder Wave here, because if they Belly Drum and I go Alakazam, I might not kill them with Psychic, with Sand. Hey, we managed to land. Awesome. So in this case, what is expendable is... Zam, actually. I don't need it. I don't need Zam to win. I just go out to Tangrowth and click Giga Drain after. Plus they might get fully paralyzed, so... And plus they might also click Play Rough again. So it's Zam. Yeah, because Clef can still check a lot. And ideally, because I have Sand at the end, I'm good. So I'm glad I made that Thunder Wave play. I mean, there was no way they would knock me out anyway. Not in one hit. Click that Giga Drain right now. Outspeed because of the paralysis. Volcarona comes out. I go Tyranitar one more time. Click that Rock Blast 100% of the time. And I do not end up breaking their Sash, which is very, very unfortunate. And we're going to bring you out, and we're just going to start throwing off, I think a Sludge Bomb. Well, Stun Spore is better. As they miss Steel Beam. It's kind of sad. I'll make the Tangrowth play. Oh, Toxapex, they make a really good play and expect me to do that. So nice play. as they go for the Steel Beam after. I should still be okay, I think, in theory. Because I should live a +1 Bug Buzz, in theory. And it got a little scarier now, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, never mind. Tyranitar living was GOAT. What a GOAT, man. What a GOAT, bro. GOAT EVs. Straight up. Go ahead and knock me out now. So we're getting Drill. 100% go for Earthquake now. I would love to spin, just because it gives me a little bit more of a threat to him, but does it kill? There's no way. I know it's 50 BP now, but damn. 31 to 37. Nah, Iron has the play, because they should sack Ninetales. Then they're going Haxorus. Gonna let them knock me out with close combat. Go Tangrowth. Click Giga Drain here. As they go Urshifu, they take a lot. I click Giga Drain again. I sack Pax and I click Haze Spam, and then I win the game. I think I made the wrong play here though, initially. Oh, I think I made the wrong play. No. I win. Because they have to attack. They have to hit me with their Haxorus. Yeah, they have to hit me with Haxorus. Shoot, I made the wrong play, didn't I? Oh, I choked. I made the wrong play. Damn. I thought if you got 4 hits, I lost anyway. Damn. I think Clef lived. +2. Should have calced, man. I hella choked. So even if that play, even if I got if they got 2 hits, I was fine either way. But good game. I choked. Well, I don't know if I choked, but I didn't know Clef lived that. I definitely choked. If Clef, is that a guarantee live? Oh, that's a roll, but I mean, it's a roll in my favor. So I definitely threw maybe that end game away. What I should have done was, because positioning myself versus Urshifu was very hard. It was very hard towards the end. Maybe I should have Rapid Spun with Drill. That way there was no rocks up for Tangrowth. And then it wouldn't have killed Haxorus, but if Haxorus dies, it's not a threat anymore, because I beat Urshifu via Tangrowth plus Clefable. So I messed up my end game there, and it cost me a win for sure. I think I assumed that this roll was 100%, so that threw away my end game there. Damn. All right, well, we live and learn. I'm not gonna play another one because I don't want to dwell on that, since that's already in my mind. I was like, okay, well, I could have played this, and this differently. Tyranitar is a boss, by the way. Definitely getting the thumbnail for sure of this video, even though the thumbnail and everything's been done for like a week and a half. So again, misplay on my part for sure. The play should have been to just... I didn't think he poisoned jab immediately because I had Rocky Helmet, but I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. But maybe when I went Clef, it like alerted him to it. So what I should have done was just Moonblast there. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I want to try some... There's actually... So, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of this OU, but... There is one team that I fought a few times on the ladder while I'm just like testing this team a little bit. And... Where are we? 1823, whatever. That's fine. Played a few games this morning as well. There's this one team, like this dude is using like offensive Rhyperior, which looks really cool. Plus Age Slash, which Age Slash like devours me. So we're somewhere around here. Somewhere. Right, it's right here, right? I was looking for Mono Drip, just low type. So 160. All these OLT dudes are done. Thank you. It's not even like playing them was hard. It was just like, bro, like I gotta play these 200 turn games. I did last night. I played 2 games, and it took me an hour and 10 minutes to play. It wasn't recorded. I was just trying to get some points back because I hadn't played in a while. But yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, thank you guys for not being on the ladder and using. I feel like there's nothing that's consistent. That's the one thing too. It gets tiring playing the same Crawdaunt. Shout out to Storm Zone though, because for making some great teams. I don't know if this one was Storm Zone in particular. Not the one I'm using, obviously John W. But like that one team with Necrozma and Crawdaunt and stuff like that, and Zeraora. I don't know if that was Storm Zone either. I don't know. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff on the ladder that I don't like. But anyway, those who watch Sword and Shield OU probably know what I'm talking about. But damn, man, that throw at the end. What is I gotta know. So it would need, okay, so if it got an average of 3, it didn't make a difference there. Stun Spore wasn't the play because he was Lumberry. So how much did I do back? I'm not gonna build in that game. I'll rewatch it. I'm gonna see what I did good. Shout out to Jambat. We'll see what I did good first, and then I'll see what I did wrong after. I'll watch the replay myself. So yeah, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.